What's up, Everyday Blades? Man, we got a hyped up knife today. So, this knife I have seen everywhere for the past 6 months to a year, and I have posted and tried to get one, and freaking crickets. Nothing. Not even a nibble. Not even a, would you pay this or would you pay that? Nothing. So, it comes with a little 1 micron stropping paste. Pretty cool. Little sprayer. A little different. Comes with some super lube grease, synthetic grease. I don't use that, but nice one to include. And nylon washers. These are going to come into play in a minute. And standard zipper pouch. So this is a custom knife by SPK. This is the Lamia. I believe I'm saying that right. So like I said, I've been searching for this knife. Freaking crickets, nothing. And then out of the blue, a good buddy of mine messaged me that he won one on the lotto and wasn't really the variant that he wanted, and wanted to know if I wanted to buy it. And I was waiting for the big drum rolls, like how much? I was expecting. I think this knife runs around $700 retail or table price. And I was waiting for, $1,400, $1,600. And he said, "Oh, I'll sell it to you for table price." I was like, "Get out of here." So he sold it to me for table price. I couldn't believe it. Thomas Cochran in our group, just a solid freaking dude. So he told me when he opened it, it was really stiff, and I expected it when I got it, and it was really stiff. But it wasn't stiff from, I don't believe, from any type of bad construction. It was stiff from almost too good a construction. The tolerances are extremely tight on these knives, and from what I've experienced taking it apart, and it just takes a little bit to break it in, and you can really tell after a day of flipping it, opening it, closing it, you can tell it's going to break in really nicely. It's running on phosphorus bronze. So moral of that story is, do not buy one of these thinking it's going to run like your knife that's on bearings, because they're two totally different knives. This one's it's just different. That's the best way to explain it. I know that kind of leaves it short. It's just a different kind of action. Not bad by any means. This is a user knife. This is a knife to be used. The ergonomics are phenomenal. I love the blade shape. It's a thumb hole opener. That's my favorite. I almost kind of wish, I'll say this right now, I wish they had lightened up on the tolerances a little bit to make the knife a little bit smoother, but later I will have changed that, because if you let it break in with those tight tolerances, man, you got a really great knife. So that's the way it should be done, and it's working out really well. When I got it, yeah, I absolutely couldn't spidey flick it, but I can now. So there you go. Titanium crew wear. This is not a review. This is just an overview. I just got this thing. I just carried it one day. Titanium anodized clip. And this is not necessarily the variant I would have chose, because just that kind of rough feeling. But it's not just stonewashed. It's got micro milling all in here. Feels kind of cool. So I'm definitely not disappointed in what I got, especially when you got a buddy getting it to you for table price. Man, that's just awesome. You see the CW there for crew wear. Let's give you a good look at it. It's not nothing that jumps out at you and said, "Oh my God, look at that knife." But when you get it in your hand, you'll see if this is something you're chasing. You'll have to continuously enter the lotto. Just don't see these ones for sale in the secondary. I haven't seen a single one. I mean, and I search at least 2 or 3 times a week. Nothing. No comments on my post where I'm searching for them. Just don't find anything. Got the SPK logo right there. You can see the lines in similar to the Grimsmo, was it Norseman? Got the lines in the blade where they did the grind with a CNC. Kind of cool. All of the hardware is large. It's like all T8, and this is like freaking T20, T15, T20. So it's everything's done right. It's done like it's supposed to be done, and it just feels really good. It's the perfect size, man. Look at it up against the. I kind of compare it to, and I think everybody kind of compares it to the legendary status of the Rosie. Those are two epic freaking knives. And I think they include these because when it comes, so stiff at first that you can put these nylon washers in there, and I'm sure it would run a lot smoother. But it kind of defeats the purpose because I just don't use nylon washers. There's a couple of custom makers out there that use them. I just won't use them. I won't buy a knife with them. I don't have any use for plastic in my knife. So very nice. Good job, SPK. Yeah, I was a little concerned when I first got it. The action was pretty stiff, but it just didn't take, maybe an hour of flicking it, and I changed the grease out for good old Gunny Glide. Well, you put Gunny Glide in something, it's going to work, Jack. You can take that to the bank. The only lube I've ever used that had a noticeable difference over everything else. 100%. So, there it is. There's your overview. Let's see if you can see that micro milling in the scales. It's really cool. It gives it a great feel. It's feels like almost like a fabric. Really cool. Alright guys, there she is. SPK Lamia. Comes in just a brown box with the zipper pouch and the few goodies that I showed you. Retail about $700. Secondary, I don't know. I could imagine probably anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 if you can find one. You can't find one though; they're just not available. So, God bless you and your family. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.